Hello, folks. This is Blind Adam the Comic Pip. This is the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. We are back on the air. After before my young adult conference call, which starts at 8 o'clock tonight. I do a little quick review of Supergirl, world's finest. Guest starring the man, the myth, the legend, Grant Gustin, who killed it. He came on Supergirl and made this a comic book fucking classic. Testify? Testify. Yes, he did. This was just, if you're not watching Supergirl, this is and you're a fan of The Flash, you have to check this episode out. And hopefully, with
take picture, viewfind, 1 minute, 4 seconds.
You're going to hear that every so often because I need to check to see if my problem is solved. It might be, it might not be.
1 minute, 15 seconds, viewfinder.
Alright, shut the
image.
fuck up already. As we know all with
Double tap to focus. Double tap and hold to adjust exposure.
Did the phone just tell me to go fuck myself? That's not nice. Just want to know with the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast, technology is not our friends. But you gotta check this out. This is Melissa Biono's best performance in the role of Kara Gazelle. Duh. Oh, that's a fucking duck. Stop being Mushmouth Jones. Mushmouth Jones is here to stay. And we're gonna get pussy because that's the way we play. But that's besides the point. I just gotta love. Alright. 5 of my top favorite little bits before I get into my top 3 favorite scenes. The bit when they're all in Kat's office for the first time, and Kat breaks the fourth wall and be like, "You guys look like you should be on a CW show." It was just hysterical. Nice little jab. Nice little friendly jab. The way we did the race was actually a visual homage to almost every Silver Age Superman versus Flash race they ever had. You know, so it's Superman in for Supergirl, and look at Superman number 199. You know, look at Flash 175. Look at the cover to DC Comics Presents number 1. So it's C47, C48, Collector's Limited Edition, the Treasury Size Superman vs. The Flash. It's that same iconic pose. It is beautiful. I have tears rolling down my cheeks. You know, that's how emotional I got seeing that on the screen. Hey, I am the protege of one Kevin P. Smith, the greatest motherfucking filmmaker of all time. So of course I'm going to have tears.
3 minutes, 56 seconds.
You know, I also really dug Silver Banshee. You know, Silver Banshee may be my second favorite villain on the show. Ironically enough, the Kryptonians, like Non and Astra, don't appeal to me all that much, even though Narn does. Assuming they're gonna go with that, you know, he gets lobotomized. I'm assuming they're gonna switch it up in this. It's not gonna be Jor-El who lobotomizes him, like they did in the classic Jeff Jones annual. But it's gonna be Lucy Lane, with the help of Supergirl, who lobotomizes him. So we only have like three episodes left. of Supergirl. I gotta double check. Hopefully it got renewed. I know we got a new comic coming out in Rebirth. But just, yeah.
5 minutes, 14 seconds.
You know, I'm also really super digging Win. I do not want to see him become the Toyman until at least season 3. Give us another season of just him being one little shot.
5 minutes. Viewfinder.
Alright, I know.
Image. Double tap to focus. Double tap and hold to adjust exposure.
I also really super loved, you know, Barry doing the whole explaining the multiverse on the whiteboard, and he's just like, when it's just like, and there's a universe where we're all evil, and he's like, been there, sucked. You know, going to recalling back to, you know, the Earth 2 eps. Kind of wish they would have designated what Earth this is in the multiverse. So I'm just going to call this Earth CBS. So maybe on Earth CBS, there's also a world where the 1990s Flash television show with John Leslie Shipp, Amanda Pays, and Alex D. Frost still exists. And maybe, just maybe, since we saw him in one of the other multiverses, when he was in the tunnel and in the bleed and Welcome to Earth 2, maybe, just maybe, we'll get an episode with John Leslie Shipp back in the Flash costume. I mean, but back to this episode, holy fucking shit, it was awesome sauce. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was awesome sauce. That's why we're testifying about it. You know, I just really loved it. You know, I also really, like I said, Silver Banshee is, if I had to rank all the villains that have been on this season, it would be Silver Banshee, Livewire, Indigo, Reacton, and then Supergirl under the influence of Red K. And I hope we'll see more of that. Toyman, Toyman may be number 6. And hopefully when we do, we'll get Hank Henshaw as Cyborg Superman. And we'll see what's going to go on with Project Cadmus. Because it looks like if anywhere going to get between this and Superman versus Batman, which I'm still waiting for Tommy J to call me back to see if we're seeing it tonight or not. You know, if not, I'm going to go see it in 4D in the city on Thursday. So I have a lot of shit to take care of on Thursday in New York. And then I should have, and I also have to get an email out to something else, so I'm going to have something very special to talk about in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be setting up and planting the seed of doing a live podcast from the Bunny Ranch out in Carson City, Nevada. And it's going to be awesome sauce. Sunny Lane or Taylor are one of the bunnies in a Supergirl costume on my lap while I do an episode. And it's going to be awesome and amazing and a dream come true. Testify? But that's...
Messages notification. +1 929 215 2360. Hi, I saw your ad on Craigslist and you seem great and very funny. I am wondering if you can read this LOL. +1 929 2, 1. Viewfinder. Take picture. Stop recording video. Button.
Alright, before I get back to Supergirl, a note to you fuckers. If you're going to respond to a Craigslist ad about a job, and you go LOL, I hope you can read this when the potential employer is blind, it's probably not a good idea. No. It's not what you do. You don't piss off the potential employers. It's just not cool. Just not a good idea. So you should be a little bit more generic and stop putting in things like, well, I hope you can read this, blah, 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 blah. Well, I obviously typed the ad, motherfucker. Now back to Supergirl, and the greatest episode of all time. If you actually want a Superman vs. Flash race in the comics world's finest, 198 and 199 are the issues to grab. You can also get the trade paperback Superman vs. Flash. It's between $20 to $50 because it is out of print. But another thing I really dug was Livewire. Livewire is probably the best reoccurring villain they've had outside of the Kryptonians all season. Still wish they would make her sound a little bit more Gloria Petty, but I enjoyed how she was calling, Cat out. She was calling Supergirl out in that one scene to come to the park. Just awesome and amazing. I also loved the fact that Barry was the experienced veteran and the voice of reason. Between that and Cat Grant, I gotta love Felissa Flockhart's role as Cat Grant in this.
Take pic. Viewfinder. 12 minutes. 27. Viewfinder. Image.
I am loving Felissa
Double
Flockhart
tap to take picture.
as Cat
Button.
Grant. She's the heart of the show, and her giving the whole lecture at the Kara about the relationship with James, what she takes at the end. And I love that one scene with the ending scene between James and Kara at the end. She's like, fuck it, I'm better at doing, and just jumps his bones and kisses him. I thought that scene made me cry. I mean, because it's just so heartfelt and warm, and it kind of reminds me of getting a kiss from a girl who's doing it for the first time. Everyone remembers their first kiss or giving their first kiss and being nervous and scared, and especially if it's someone freaking love. So that was awesome sauce. Not as much as the awesome sauce as the race, when she helps Barry get back to her planet, or just, you gotta watch this episode. I'm trying not to spoil it too much. But you know me. I spoil the shit out of things here. It's what we do on the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. And to my good friend Robin Justice at the Heroes and Villains Fan Fest, where Heroes and Villains Fan Fest, New York, New Jersey, is taking place at the Meadowlands Exposition Center, July 2nd and 3rd. www.heroesandvillainsfest.com. Tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets. Get your Platinum VIPs. Get your Gold VIPs in the place to be. Get your 2 days. Get your Stephen Amell, your David Ramsey, Will Holland photo ops. Tell Robin Justice Blind Adam sent you. But can you get Melissa Bono and Grant Gustin to Heroes and Villains Fest? I mean, I'm sure if everyone going to Heroes Villain Fest all chipped in $5 a piece, we can get Grant Gustin and Melissa Bizano at Heroes and Villains Fest, New York and New Jersey. And make Heroes and Villains Fest, New York the best Heroes and Villains Fest in the world. Yeah. Testify! But I can't wait for Heroes and Villains Fest. I cannot wait to finally, July 2nd and 3rd, get my interview with Stephen Amell. You know, I couldn't do it back in January because of the snow. I couldn't do it back in March due to my brother's party. So I'm gonna do it in July. Yeah. Testify! But I cannot wait for the Pied Piper episode tonight, flashback. I will do a review of that tonight. Hopefully, if I get to see Superman vs. Batman, I finally give my review of that tonight. And I have some cool and amazing things happening in the future. I thank you. I thank you all for being an awesome, amazing, awesome sauce family. As always, keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. If you like this video, please hit a like. Please subscribe. If you want to donate $1 or make a donation to comicpimpvip@gmail.com, I would appreciate it. It'd help me get better productions and be able to get this to a better production system so we can sell the stuff to a network and wheel and deal and vagina steal all the time. And I love you all. Bye, and I'm out.
Stop recording.